good, everybody? Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and comment. So, my topic is When Black Men Say No, Episode 3. I know I promised months and months ago I would do a third part sooner after I did part 2, but unfortunately that never happened. And, I'm just going to own that one for what it is. But the topic of today is Black Men Saying No, pretty much leads down to standards. And I think this is a good way to open up 2026 is like, yo, when black men have standards, I've noticed it gets a lot of pushback. And I think I realized, thanks to Sarge Willoughby's video, they don't want a standard. They don't want a standard because that means you'd actually have to meet that standard. And a lot of our sisters, unfortunately, due to culture and the way our culture is set up, ain't trying to do all that. They ain't trying to do all that. And it's unfortunate because, black men are trying to set a standard for our community to move forward. And it's like we're constantly getting pushed back over and over again. And we just don't understand where we can go from there. Like not actually trying is something I wouldn't recommend. I mean, I understand a lot of these younger dudes, these Gen Z boys ain't having that shit. They like, fuck it, we're just going to dead outside our race. Early on, they meet the standard. They exercise, they're nice, they wear their real hair. They ain't trying to hear all that bullshit about the black woman, this, that, and third. They don't have to hear the Asian woman, this, so, this, that, and third, the Spanish. Like, they don't care. And it's pretty much a thing of why do black men have standards now? Because black men haven't had standards, and look where that got us. The small amount of black men who had standards, I think those standards were eventually met to some degree. But the black men who didn't have standards, I feel like was the majority at the time, and look where that got us. Look where that got us. And you start to see this now too with, I'm gonna do a video on this, is the F the Streets thing where you see the black men who are never really been for the streets being like, yeah, fuck the streets because that shit was never for us in the first place. And then you get people pushing back, you get black men pushing back, you get black women pushing back, like what's that girl with the sexy accent? Barbie B Jammin had a whole spaz out because someone said F the streets. I'm like, well, then you stay there. You stay there and do what you do because you know what I'm saying? It's like, but for the majority of the black community, that street shit really just did not benefit us. I don't care what anybody got to say. There's too many black men in the jail dead from that. So that's going to be a whole separate video. But I do want to say, in hindsight, black men having standards for who we marry, who we date, is starting to become a little more known and a little more out there. And I'm proud of us for that because it seems like black men are finally coming out of that. I'm scared to say something bravado because I don't want to hurt black women's feelings bullshit era that has finally seemed to starting to kind of go out the window. Now, I'm not saying black men are going out of their way to hurt black women's feelings, but we're letting it be known we have standards for us too. You see what I'm saying? And we've always been locked in this box of we ain't allowed to have shit. We just take whatever is given to us because we ain't shit and just accept it. Now you're seeing black men say, no, I'm not taking rap for something I'm not responsible for. I'm not fixing something that I didn't destroy. Now, I do believe that black men should help with the community, but you are not forced or obligated to do it if you deem it unfixable, which, in my opinion, it is a little unfixable. And to see black men just say, we're not accepting this anymore, makes me happy because there's all these channels. You got people saying, oh, black women just do you, black woman, just do yourself because no one's out to help you. Well, because no one wants to help you because y'all keep acting like y'all got bigger dicks than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And black men are tired of that too. And one of my things that I pointed out was black men who are higher successful, like the athletes and all them, dating white women. And I'm like, well, that white girl ain't got no kids. That white girl goes to the gym. That white girl listens. That white girl probably don't got as bad of an attitude as you do. A lot of standards black men don't want to deal with, especially on that higher status level. And a lot of black women think because they're a black woman, they should just be entitled to get those dudes, but you got to give him what he wants. And y'all fail to understand that. And y'all don't even want to really compete for him. See, Becky will show up to him and be like, hey, baby, what's up? And it'll be what it is. Sometimes Latinos will do it, and the Asian women will do it. I rarely see professional athletes with Asian women, but I wouldn't be surprised if we started to kind of see an influx of that down the road as well. But you're seeing this flux of like black men pretty much stating early on, like I got a young boy I know now, he's like 20 years old. He was like, I don't care if I'm 28, 29 years old, I'm not dating a girl with children. I said, good, stand on that shit. You in college, you about to be in finance, some real estate. Yeah, you ain't got no time for that. You do you, and you build your own shit. You build your own shit. And you got a lot of young boys who are saying, I ain't trying to be no stepmom. Just like you hear a lot of girls saying they don't want to be, they don't want to be stepmom. You know what I'm saying? Boys, they saying they want to be stepdads. So we're kind of swaying. Now you hear some people trying to be like, oh, but the community needs grace. No, fuck that. Fuck grace. Y'all have gotten more than enough grace for this shit. And we've seen an entire generation of men say no. Now, them that ass Gen X dudes, you can't go to them saying this because they don't have that standard. They're like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with them kids. Man, black women, man, I'm trying to shut up, man. Just shut up. Like your time is up. You up and out the way. We'll do another video about Gen X soon too, because y'all need to get aired out too. Excuse me, I got a fucking head cold or something. But it is good to see black men standing their ground and saying we're not having this anymore. All this open disdain about black men and us not speaking back on it, that's not happening anymore. And all this talk about how black men got kids all over the place, but they really don't got kids all over the place. That's going out the window too, because most black men don't have kids. Thank you for statistics to proving that, because you can't tell the black female worshippers or black women that, because they refuse to hear it, even though most black men have proven not to have children. Can't throw a stone. You just can't do it. You hit a single mom every single time, whereas like it's very rare you'll hit a father. So the standards for black men are: look, baby, I'm going to college, I'm getting my trade, I'm getting this, I'm getting that, I want my own kids. Some don't want kids at all, and that doesn't mean they want your kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all locking yourselves in this box instead of just meeting the standard. And the standard really isn't that bad. Be nice, go to the gym, wear your real hair, fix the fucking attitude, stop having kids out of wedlock. All of that stuff you absolutely can control. So it's not like you don't have any like basis on what it is. You can absolutely control that. So why do black men have to constantly get our arm pulled? Because see, when y'all go over to white boys, you know what I'm saying, y'all ain't doing all that. You see what I'm saying? Y'all not being like, you gotta take me as I am. Fat is fabulous. Y'all not going to white boys doing that. And y'all damn sure ain't going to white boys with a bunch of fucking kids. So why black men gotta deal with it? And black men have finally, some of us, I'm not gonna say all of us, but a good amount of us have finally woken up to the reality of what we're being handed, and it's an unfair deal. As a business major, I'm paid. Like I studied, paying attention to what's a good deal and what's not, and having to deal with what y'all been bringing to black men since the '90s, late '80s. Not a fair deal. Not a fair deal. Just not a fair deal. And that's just what it is. If y'all don't like it, oh well. Because it's ridiculous how y'all try to lock black men in this box. Oh, he's dating a light skinned girl. Light skinned girl go to the gym. Light skinned girl is behaving femininely. Now, light skinned women have their problem too, because they're still a black woman, so they have that black culture shit in their brain. So even if the light skinned girl's pretty, a lot of black men probably still don't want to deal with them because they act the same way as a brown skinned, dark skinned woman. So it's not colorism. It's literally just maybe she's a little more feminine, but she still got that black culture shit involved in her. So he leaves her. And then, he goes over to other races of women where the culture rewards him for being who he is, a solid individual who takes care of business. In the black community, it's, yeah, you better take care of business. Who wants to come home to that? Who wants to come home to that? You know what I'm saying? And it was funny because there was this TikTok with the white girl, and she was like, "Oh, she was like being the black girl, like, girl, what you doing? What you doing? Da, 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 this and the third." She was like, "Hi, oh yeah, traffic do be busy sometimes. I got some dinner ready. Okay, love you, baby. Bye." Hung up the phone, playing. She was like, "And that's why they love us." I said, "That's crazy that y'all got other races of women openly telling y'all that they can take black men from you. Your best and qualified black men because y'all don't want to get it together." So you got black men who have standards, and them white girls meet them standards. I don't know what y'all want to do. If you want to be with a black man who has the stuff together, so like y'all claim, even though y'all avoid them niggas on purpose, get them while you get them. Get him. He's if you at college and you surrounded by a lot of black men, why don't you just get him and call it a day? And stop worrying about what other black men are doing. Stop worrying about what the athletes are doing. Stop worrying about what the actors are doing. Worry about the black men in your vicinity. Get with them and stop worrying about this colorism shit. That would solve a lot of problems, wouldn't it? And I will be honest when I say that if you present a black man with a black woman who is of the chocolatey side, and he turns her down, even if she has everything going for herself, and they tend to have chemistry and all that other stuff, then it might be some colorism. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And if he got a black woman that he finds unattractive and she ends up being a dark skinned woman, I doubt it's because she's dark skinned. He probably just doesn't think she's attractive. But if he gets a light skinned Joan and thinks she's attractive, I don't think it's colorism. And if he gets a light skinned Joan that he thinks is ugly, y'all wouldn't call it colorism. But what I'm saying is like if he is, it's like black men. It's like y'all try to lock us in this box of what we can and can be with, and it's either the fat ass baby mom, the dark skinned girl who is just dark skinned, but y'all think he doesn't want her because of that, or that's it. He can't go outside of that. Like if he's dating a girl that is light skinned, he's colorist. If he's dating a girl that's not black, he hates his mom. If he's dating a black girl goes to the gym, oh well, fat is fabulous and we're naturally curvy. Okay, well you know what? It's like you're locked into this box, and I'm glad that black men have said we don't care anymore. So you either gonna meet this standard or you bound to drizzle. That's just it. That's it. That's all. Like you either gonna meet the standard or you bound to drizzle. Give black men what we asked for. We're trying to give y'all what y'all asked for, even though y'all don't appreciate shit. But you could at least give the black man something. We're never even considered in this conversation. Well, what does he want? What does he like? What would he like to happen? What would he think is good for the house? What's this? What's that? That topic is never ever thought of. It's just, oh, give us what we ask for. We're demanding black men do this. And I love the fact that black men are just going, you know what? We don't even got to really deal with this shit. We don't really got to deal with this. So I'm happy. This topic was going to be short. I just wanted to, get something together to have my first video. I mean, I wish I could do longer breakdowns, but I feel like I don't want to have y'all sitting too long. But let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. Get the conversation started. Like, subscribe for more. I'll see y'all on the next one.